Awkward Crew, this is Helena here, doing my first Facebook Live. I have no way of knowing if you're here, if anyone's here. If you are here, would you type a comment below? I'm so curious how this works. In any case, I'm here at Tiny Needles, about to set up for some clients, but I wanted to pop on and talk about something I'm really passionate about, and about something I get asked questions about quite often, which is why gentler bodywork works. As many of you know, or know because you're here, I specialize in doing gentler massage and bodywork, and we specialize in something called orthobionomy, which is very gentle and non-invasive approach to the body. And throughout the course of my career as a body worker, I've bumped up against a lot of, I wouldn't call it pushback, but a general belief or misconception that in order to produce change in the body, especially through touch, that a deeper pressure is what's needed. And that's how we release muscles or release adhesions or release fascia. Those are all kind of buzzwords these days. And what I have found through personal experience and through now 6 years of working with clients is that we can affect so much change through a lot less than we think we need. And that can be quite a paradigm shift for a lot of people. It totally goes against what we're fed in sort of society about how we should run our lives, about, just the busyness that our lives require and should require, and how much effort we need, and we're sort of a society of efforting people. So to switch that up in our therapeutic work can be quite different. In any case, so why does it work? Like, physiologically, why does it work? What I'm understanding more and more, my answer used to be like, well, it works because I've experienced it working, and because, when we invite the body to relax in a way that isn't forceful, it often feels safer to do so. And I'm a huge proponent of being with a client and being a source of support and feedback and encouragement, and creating a space and holding, creating the time, being there when someone's making the time to show up for their own healing, rather than me coming in as the expert and telling you what you need and moving your body around a lot and pushing and pushing and pushing and trying to force something to change. So that used to be my answer, and I still believe in that, but I'm learning more about the physiology of it, and that is that the thing that we're touching the most, the thing that we're touching the most directly through touch is not muscle, is not ligament, is not fascia. I can't actually touch any of those structures of your body. I can touch them with my intention, but I can't actually physically touch them. What I'm touching is your skin. And the skin is directly related to your nervous system. So really the biggest thing that's being affected through touch is your nervous system. And there's a whole lot that could be said about the nervous system, how it works, how it affects how we are, and how it's affected by trauma and stress. That's a whole other video or blog post. But for now, I just wanted to leave you with that the most important thing to remember is that your nervous system is being affected when you're being touched. And so I also just wanted to share this little piece from an article by a virtual colleague of mine named Alice Sandito, who does she's a massage therapist, and she does a lot of really wonderful writing on pain and pain science and how that relates to hands-on therapeutic work. And she recently published a blog post on how does massage work, which I will post in the comments below. But I just wanted to read this one blurb, so I'm going to look down here for a sec and say, once we come to realize that it's not our pressure on the tissues that makes them change, but on the nervous system doing the job, something magical happens. We realize we don't have to push so hard on the body to make it feel good. It may seem counterintuitive and often does. But I found that that less forceful approach can often be just as effective and does not carry the risk of causing pain or injuring the client. The body cannot be forced to relax. We cannot bully the nervous system into turning down the volume on pain. We cannot beat the nervous system into submission. I really could not have written that better myself. So I'll link to that blog post below. If you're a client, you might be really interested in it, just to learn more about how your body works and how to navigate receiving body work. And if you're a practitioner, I really invite you to check it out, especially if you practice less invasive forms of body work. So please leave your questions, your comments, your feedback, your realizations. And I guess I would challenge you, if you're a client, to challenge your perception of what your body needs. I always invite you to trust what your body needs and to trust what you're feeling. But if you're someone who's used to experiencing more force during body work, more asking for more pressure, wondering why there's not more pressure, I invite you just to experiment with less. Experiment with what receiving, what you feel is less, feels like and what it does, and challenge your instincts there. I know we're taught to just always follow our instincts, but sometimes it can be fruitful to challenge our instincts and see what happens as long as you feel safe doing so. So thank you so much for showing up for my first Facebook Live. I'm intending to do a lot more of these and just showing up when I feel inspired to talk about something. If there are topics you want me to talk more about, please leave those in the comments below or email me. And I look forward to seeing you again soon. Have a wonderful day. Bye.